Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for today's Appraisal Buzzcast. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe below and get notified when the latest Buzzcast is published. Today, we'll be speaking with Joan Trice, CEO of Altera Group, and Blaine Fine at CoachBlaine.com and Fine Appraisals to discuss how appraisers should market themselves and the business building workshop at Valuation Expo. Joan, I'll hand it over to you.
Thank you, Jim. I thought you forgot who I was there for a minute, but you recovered. Good morning, Blaine. How are you?
Good morning, Joan. I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. And
Well,
Jim.
Good to see you virtually. I look forward to meeting you at Valuation Expo, which is just around the corner. And that's actually what we're going to talk about today. You're going to be part of a team that's in the business building workshop, and you're going to be talking about marketing. Is that right?
That's right. Yep. That's our specialty.
All right. So give us kind of a general overview, a little teaser about what you're going to cover during your session.
Yeah. Well, listen, the term social media, of course, is a huge buzzword, has been for the last 20 years. And a lot of people are either on one side of the fence, they're afraid of social media, they don't know how to use it for their business, or they think they're killing it on social media because they're taking selfies all day. So we are going to try to meet in the intersection of that, get people comfortable with, well, what we tend to refer to as content marketing and content building, to ease some of the fear of using social media. You know, the appraisal industry tends to be on the older side, the people in the business, the 40s and 50s. And so there are a lot of people in that age group that may not feel super comfortable with social media, or at least is how they think it's supposed to work. So we'll help them out with that. And then we'll talk a lot about being best in class or being the go-to in your market using content marketing.
Excellent. Will you also be talking about how to get your own domain name and how to construct a website and
You bet. Yeah, it's all tied together. Yeah, content marketing, you have to have a hub. Typically, your hub is your website. Can you survive in this world without one? Sure, many do. But if you want to be the go-to in your market, yeah, having a website is kind of like the minimum price for entry into the market. And we'll show you what to do and how to speak with that particular platform.
Okay, well then I have, I'm hoping, I don't know what your full agenda looks like, but since I'm on social media all the time, are you going to talk about some of the what not to do?
Absolutely. In fact, we're going to start off with what not to do. What not to do is a huge one. And again, I think this is the intersection between those who are afraid of it because they're like me. They're not selfie people. You know, if you look at my personal social media page, or at least Facebook, you'll see no posts. I haven't posted in 14 years and I don't intend to. But I have a lot of private groups. I have business groups. I have coaching groups that a lot of people will never see. And we do a ton of content in those, and those drive our business. So we'll talk a lot about what not to do, and if you're going to do it, what to do and how to do it right.
Okay, well, with that, let's take a break here for a commercial message, and we'll be right back.
Stop waiting 30 plus days to get paid on your appraisal invoices. Cicady Capital is a simple and secure payment platform that improves your cash flow and reduces the time you have to spend on paperwork and making collection calls. The process is simple. After the initial account setup, simply submit your invoices to Cicady Capital instead of your AMC or lender. You receive payment the next business day while Cicady Capital collects payment from them, leaving you with more time to do what you want to do. We even have the option for same-day payment. For additional questions or to set up your account, call Cicady Capital Support Team at 208-953-7234. That's 208-953-7234. Or email them at support@cicady.com. SEKADY.com. Joan, back to you.
All right. Thank you, Jim. Blaine, let's talk a little bit about one of my pet peeves, and that is website templates, where, you know, tens of thousands of appraisers are all on the same template with the exact same content. I think they were built, you know, back when Al Gore invented the internet. And they need a little updating. What do you, I mean, and I get it, it was easy, which is, you know, why they did it. But it's time appraisers kind of grow up and put on their big boy or big girl panties and and have a real meaningful website. So what are some of the tips that you might have on how to get started with that?
Yeah, great point. So as you know, we all know that template that's out there. We all know what it looks like. We all know the templated pages that we could choose from that. And in our coaching groups, we work with a lot of people who are, for lack of a better word, coming off that drug. They're realizing that it's not doing them any good for the most part. And by the way, Google hates those. There was a time that, there was a time they did good for what they were, but as Google has gotten very sophisticated in their algorithm, and they change that algorithm every few years, every time they change the algorithm, it's so that they can serve up unique, interesting, and the best content for whatever the searcher is searching for. Well, when you have 10,000 sites that all have the same exact verbiage, the same templates, the same words, Google sees that and says, these are all the same. This isn't unique content. By the way, 9,990 of them have never been updated since Al Gore was inventing the internet.
Right.
So that's the other thing, is Google looks for updates. So what I'll say to make it easy is, you don't need to spend a ton of money. There are a lot of drag and drop email builders. Weebly is one of them. Wix is another one. Squarespace is another one. You can, for $100 a year, maybe $300 if you want an advanced site, you can drag and drop a really killer website, put your own content in there. It doesn't have to have 27 pages. It can have 4 pages. By the way, important point when it comes to websites, lenders are typically not going to websites to find appraisers. Maybe in a jam, yes, they're searching a particular market. So appraiser websites should speak to the primary market they're trying to attract, which for most is private work, estates, divorces, whatever it might be. Yet we still see, of those 10,000 websites, they're all speaking lender language and appraiser language. The average homeowner goes on there and goes, I don't know what they're talking about. So nice and easy. Low cost. If you want to get more advanced, you can go to a site like Fiverr, Fiverr, and you can find good WordPress builders, people who will build you a nice website for low cost on a platform like WordPress. My recommendation would be just customize your content. Customize it with your voice, your communication style. We're going to talk a lot about that by being the go-to content provider in your market. One thing that people cannot copy, they can copy your business today. I can go into any market and copy any appraiser's business. I can copy their ads. I can copy their marketing and everything. What I can't copy is how they communicate and go to market. So be unique, have an opinion, or what we call a teachable point of view, and put that all on your website, and your website will rise to the top for the industry.
One other thing of note, when I do see a homegrown website, is somebody needs to edit what you do right, because
Sure.
I have seen some very poor grammar or misspelled words.
Yeah.
Or just inappropriate graphics.
Yeah, I would agree.
You can have, with all those templates that you've already mentioned, you can certainly have a professional looking website without having to import clip art.
Yep. I would agree. Yeah. The stick figures and under construction signs, it's time to move away from those.
Yes. And there's even been some significant companies within our space that have had a legacy website that it's time to go. And, I guess the cobbler children need new shoes, because even we from time to time, like, look, we have multiple websites going. We're like, ooh, didn't realize how bad our own website is. We didn't. So, we've done some updating of our own. Well, let's do this. Let's take another break, and then let's come back.
Appraisers, are you stuck in the appraisal management technology dark ages using spreadsheets or antiquated software? You should meet Evo. Evo is the most innovative appraisal management technology on the market, trusted by lenders and AMCs, and is loaded with mind-blowing features like sophisticated decisioning algorithms to select the best appraiser for each order, the ability to configure forms and fields in real time, a user role-based design, and the industry's only compliance guarantee. Find out more at globaldms.com or call 877-866-2747.
Thank you, Jim. So, Blaine, we are definitely in an interesting market where the demand of appraisers exceeds the supply of appraisers. And having been around for a little while, this too shall pass. I was just, what the question here is, when's the best time for appraisers to market themselves?
Yesterday. Yeah. And, you know, I teach a whole class. I think I taught it at Appraisal Buzz, the online version a year or two ago, digging your well before you're thirsty. That's what we call that class, which is all of that thing. Decide what you want to be known for, pick your content platform, but you have to be doing a certain set of things all the time. And that certain set of things, it could be 5 things, it could be 10. Of course, content marketing is one of them, but it is one of the big traps of the current market. I'm too busy to market. And oh, by the way, I don't think I need to, because look at all the rain. It's raining down on me, appraisal order after appraisal order. And you're right. It is great now. A lot of appraisers don't think they need coaching. They don't call for a coach. It's only when things start to dry up and the market starts to change that, of course, they reach out to coaches, they start doing marketing. But then the irony is everybody's doing marketing. You know, they're calling all the AMCs, they're calling all the banks, hey, and the bank is and they're thinking, where were these appraisers 6 months ago? Yeah. So yeah, the time is now, and the best time to dig your well is before you're thirsty, not once you're parched.
Exactly. I don't think it gets any more straightforward than that. And you know, human nature is, and we're all guilty, as you said, it's I'm too busy, but you can be busy upgrading your existing clients. Take the one that usurps most of your time and your net revenue from that client is less because of that.
Yep.
And upgrade that client now. And you'll be glad you did.
Well, listen, yeah, we talk about this all the time in our coaching programs, is knowing your dollars per hour. Once you know your dollars per hour, you can realize the lost opportunity cost. If you're spending time on the lower quality clients, the lower fee clients, and the clients you might have to do the most revisions and have the most issues with, and you're not able to take, that's the lost opportunity cost, the better business, or go out and find better business, you'll always be stuck in that cycle. So yeah, there should be a constant revolution of moving your D clients, trying to get them to C, B, and A clients. But taking your lowest 20%, we say, and just stop accepting orders stop doing it, because you can now focus on giving better service to your top clients and potentially attracting even better ones.
Amen to that. I know it's a hard lesson to tell appraisers to fire clients.
Yeah, a lot of fear around it, for sure. Well, what am I going to do? Well, there could be a period where, yeah, you go through a little bit of lull, but this is true of everything in life. And I've coached a lot of different industries. You go through that lull, but all of a sudden you see new doors opening up, because now you have the time, the wherewithal, and you are looking for better. But you've got to take your foot off first base to get to second, always. And if you choose not to, well, then you'll always stay at first base.
Right, exactly. Well, thank you for that. I look forward to hearing the full pitch in Las Vegas at the Bellagio. And thank you again for joining us today, Blaine. And I do look forward to seeing you in person.
Yeah, absolutely, Joan. So the conference is September 8th through 10th at the Bellagio. The business building workshop is on September 8th. And you can attend that with just a trade show pass. So you don't even need the full conference, the full 14 hours of CE. You can come with just a trade show pass and get this great information from Blaine and the others in the business building workshop.
Fantastic. Isn't there also, if they receive the latest Appraisal Buzz magazine, QR code to scan, and isn't there a discount embedded in that?
Yeah, and there's a secret QR code discount if you scan the latest Appraisal Buzz magazine that you should have already received in the mail by the time this is published. There's a special discount for any of those that do want to come to the show, but we're going to make you work for it. You have to scan the QR code to get what the code is.
All right, excellent. Thank you.
Proxypix is the first of its kind on-demand system for getting location-specific media you need from wherever you are. Their simple-to-use platform creates an online marketplace matching people needing property photos with proxies or data collectors near the requested location. Through crowdsourcing, you can get current up-to-date photos of anything on the map within hours, if not minutes. Never before has it been quicker, simpler, or more economical to get the property photos you need. Sign up at proxypix.com or download the Proxypix app, available on Apple and Google Play stores. Well, thank you so much, Joan and Blaine. We really appreciate your time today. And thanks so much for our listeners for joining us. If you have an idea for a future Buzzcast or would like to be interviewed, reach out to us at info@appraisalbuzz.com. head over to the forums at appraisalbuzz.com and let us know what you do to market yourself better to new clients. Thanks and have a great day.